Shruti, Kevin, Shardul. Am I audible to you?
Yes,
Am
ma'am.
I okay? Is the
Yes, ma'am.
screen visible?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay, within 5 minutes we'll start. Already time is through. We'll start. We'll revise first and then we'll take the new topic as usual. On my personal WhatsApp. Hello. Hello. Am I audible?
Yes, ma'am.
My
Yes.
number is known to you because I am there in the group. So on my personal WhatsApp, someone send me your mail ID. I will transfer all the PPT of unit 1 and 2 to you. And please someone take the lead that you can download them and share it on our WhatsApp group. Who will take the lead of this?
Kevin.
Huh? Who is ready? Kevin,
Yes, ma'am.
are you ready to do that?
Sure, ma'am.
Not audible. Your voice is not audible. Who is
Sure,
ready?
ma'am.
Huh?
Sure.
You are ready?
Yeah, ma'am.
Okay. So you send me your mail ID on my WhatsApp number. I will share forward all the PPTs to you. You please download them and upload on our WhatsApp group so that I can share it with other division also. Huh? So today without fail, you share it with me. Now, at last when I will share the attendance link, that time I will give my mail ID. Or otherwise, if you want, write it down, MANASI. It is there in the participant list, MANASI dot Gamande, GHAMANDE, MANASI dot Gamande, GHAMANDE @VIIT @VIIT dot AC dot in. Okay, we'll start the revision. Let others to join. To start with the specialty polymer for which are used for special purposes. We have started with the conducting polymer. Usually all the polymers, because of they do not have the loose electron, they are the insulators or bad conductor, but few polymers are made conducting or few are already conducting in nature. So conducting polymer basically are two types. You have seen extrinsic and intrinsic. Extrinsic do not have basic conducting characteristic. Intrinsic, they too conduct by its own. Then this is the range for the insulators, semiconductors and conductors. Now question to you, what is the long form of ACE? oblique cm. Cm no doubt is centimeter. What is S stand for? You give me.
Siemens.
Huh?
Siemens.
Siemens.
Yes, ma'am.
Okay.
Siemens per centimeter.
Okay. Now this is the requirement of the intrinsically conducting polymer. They should have the delocalized electron, or they should have conjugated double bond and single bond. So that is there. Second requirement is that here it is shown they should have the regular arrangement. They must be crystalline. Regular arrangement should be there, and they must have the conjugated double bond. The conjugated means alternate double bond and alternate single bond. They must have the aromatic ring in their structure. So by resonance, that is by delocalization of pi electron cloud, they can conduct the electricity. These are the few structure, the example of the ICP. Remember I told you trans polyacetylene, then polyaniline, then polyphenylene. These are the some example here. In between NH is there. Here alternate single double bond are there, and all CH are there. These are the general application which you can see of the ICP, or intrinsically conducting polymer. Electric wires are there, then these films are there wherever little. Then we can improve their conductivity by doping them, either by creating positive charge, then by on oxidation, by Lewis acid, or negative charge by reduction by using Lewis bases. Example of Lewis acid are I2Br2PF6, and example of the Lewis bases are the sodium, lithium, etc. Then we have seen the p doping and n doping reaction also. Iodine undergoes oxidation. Iodine removes the electron, so plus one charge is appeared on it, and due to that one electron negative charge appeared here. The same molecule in the bracket we have written as it is with plus charge. Is here we have made interchange. I3 minus we have 10, and these two we have taken outside the bracket. We have learned this reaction also. In n doping, we have to use either sodium or lithium. Then here the sodium reduction means the gain of gain of electron. So Na will gain the electron from it. So negative charge is developed on this. The formula remains as it is. Na will become plus, and these two will become outside. So that is there. Now doping of polyacetylene, I have explained you that iodine when added here from one double bond, here double bond is there. For that double bond, we have two electron. One is taken up by iodine. It forms I3 minus. One electron left will remain on another carbon. So this type of situation, one pair of the hole, positive hole and electron is called as polaron. When the another iodine will make the second hole and the electron pair, that is called as bipolaron. And when throughout the chain it forms, it is called as soliton. This is all important. These are the energy band structure. These are extrinsically conducting polymer. They are the same insulators, but we can make them conducting by adding certain metallic oxide or carbon black, etc. If you will add them during molding purpose, not during the synthesis, they are called as conductive element filled polymer. They are the special type of extrinsically conducting polymer. So conductive element filled polymer which have metallic fibers or metal oxide or carbon black in the polymer, and it is after the preparation of polymer is done, when it is to be converted in some article, at that stage these elements are induced so that the resultant polymer conducts electricity. But when during manufacturing it is introduced, it is called as blended. Blended means the addition during the manufacturing of the polymer for the positive properties, to have the positive property. These are the application you have learned. Then we have seen what is liquid crystal. These are the solid crystal, and there some solid crystal when heated before converted to liquid, they undergo some intermediate phase that is called as liquid crystal phase or mesomorphic phase. Here you can see the parallel arrangement as well as lateral arrangement. Regular is there. Here neither parallel regular is there, not nor the lateral is there. Here to certain extent parallel and lateral is there. So this semi-solid or semi-liquid crystal is called as liquid crystal polymer. Then we have two types of liquid crystal polymer, thermotropic and thermoleotropic. Thermotropic are they are made from the melt. So all the constituent particles when they are added and heated during the melt, when they are melting, the molten mass is formed. Immediately they are converted into a long chain by putting them in the mold. They are converted into polymeric chain. They are called as thermotropic. गरम असतानाच त्यांना मोल्ड मध्ये टाकलं की त्याचं पॉलिमर चेन तयार होतात. त्याला म्हणायचं की thermotropic. And after the preparation is done, after the polymer is ready, then from solution, if you will pour the solution, liquid, complete liquid into a mold, and then what you get, the crystal polymer is called as leotropic polymer. Then these are the types of liquid crystal polymers, smectic, nematic, and cholesteric. Remember the name, here we were last lecture. So here we have the smectic one, parallel orientational arrangement is there, as well as lateral orientational arrangement is there. Here certain extent parallel arrangement is there, but lateral orientational arrangement is not there. Orientational means indefinite form. Here you can see parallelly they are in one line, and also laterally also they are in one line. Here parallelly to certain extent they are in one line, but laterally they are not in one line. So they are nematic type crystal. And this is the third type, which is a cholesteric, in which we have the parallel arrangement, but each layer have the different orientation. Here horizontal, here from left to right corner, then here top to bottom, then here right to left corner, then horizontal, etc. And the distance between any two parallel layer is called as pitch, P-I-T-C-H. The two that I forgot to tell you last time. These are the properties of liquid crystal: good thermal stability, good dimensional stability. They can be easily molded into any article, desired article, etc. So these are there. Now remember as many as possible, but the important one, all the polymer, specialty polymer, for them what are the properties applicable? That is thermal stability, dimensional stability. These two important properties are shown by everyone. And if it is a conducting, then you can have additional one, good electrical properties at high temperature. Good electrical. If it is conducting, this is the additional property, but these are the properties applicable to all the specialty polymers. Now next we have seen the application of liquid crystal polymer. Remember any 4 or 5 question for MCQ will be out of the following which is not the application. So here when I will share the PPT, immediately you just learn this by heart this. Now liquid crystal display. Presently we have decided that all application of the polymer you are going to prepare on your own. That is why I am going to share the PPT with you. This is because the even if we'll take 8 lecture, your syllabus will not be completed. But madam said that you are already packed, so don't impose them to attend the extra lecture. At last we will see when the examination schedule will come, not now, because already you are doing the induction training program, human values and whatnot. So at least this week we'll have the meeting in a day or two, and then whatever topic is there, but all the application topics of the polymer which are there, that you are going to study, which is called as flip classroom. It is new for you, flip classroom. Like I am taking your class in flip classroom, you are going to make the PPT and you are going to take the class. So before that, surely I will give the PPT, I will share. That is why I have told, I have requested that Kevin for the same purpose. So all these you have to prepare, but don't copy the same thing, and you have to explain them. That is why I'm not explaining this application here. So liquid crystal display, as the name indicate, it is used in the display device. So what are the display device? These are the example: digital cameras, camcorders, in video projection system, electronic billboards, hoardings, monitors for computers, and a flat panel television. These are the application of liquid crystal display called as LCD, liquid crystal display. For the display purpose they are used. Now this is the application for which we have listed it now. These are the diagram for that, for the application in television or computer monitor, etc., etc. Few the two representative are shown here. Now we will study this. Now from here onward, it is a new topic. Earlier it was a revision, so I have taken hurriedly. Now we will start studying what is electroluminescent polymer. So the one which emit light when the electric current is passed through the polymer. So imagine that you have some polymer in hand. Polymer is nothing but one or other type of maybe plastic. If you allow the electric current to pass through it, it will emit the light that is called as electroluminescent polymer. So what is electroluminescent polymer? You have understood? Yes. What is electroluminescent polymer? Chalo,
Polymers which emit the light.
which emit the light, but when, under what condition? Under what
Electric
condition?
current passed.
When electric current is passed through it, or you have to keep the polymer itself in the electric field, or apply the electric current with the help of anode and cathode. So they are called as the electroluminescent polymer. They initially this polymer do not emit light, but certain mechanism is there due to which they are either kept in the electric field or the electric current is applied and they start emitting the light. Now there are two types of the electroluminescent. One is PLED and another is OLED. PLED stand for polymer light emitting diode. This is the one of the applications. Two applications are there of electroluminescent. Have you understood what is electroluminescent polymer? Yes. Have you
Yes,
understood?
ma'am.
Okay, so there are two major applications. One of them is polymer light emitting diode. It is used for display devices, and another is that OLED, organic light emitting diode. LED stand for light emitting diode. If you will put O, it becomes organic. If you will put P, it becomes polymer. So these are the PLED is used for display device, and OLED is organic LED, which is a single layer or conjugated polymer. We'll see shortly what is conjugated polymer. The structure you will come to know. Now this conjugated polymer arises from their electronic structure which resembles that of inorganic semiconductors. In fact, conjugated polymers are considered organic semiconductor. This particular line is important. Conjugated polymer. Conjugated means, see here, double bond, single bond, double bond, single bond, double bond, single bond, double bond. So these are called as conjugated polymer. They are considered as dash dash. So they are considered as organic semiconductor. For MCQ, it is important. PLED and OLED also are important. PLED is polymer light emitting diode, and OLED is the organic light emitting diode. Both of them are conjugated polymer. Conjugated polymer means in their structure alternate double bond and alternate single bonds are there. And when such conjugated polymers are there in electroluminescent polymer, they are considered as organic semiconductor. What do you mean by semiconductor? Yes.
Conductivity is between insulator and conductor.
Yeah. Conductivity means 100% and insulator means 100%. It is bad conductor. So the conductivity between them is called as the semiconductor. So that is there. Now the structure of OLED and PLED. The structure I'll explain it here and then you will understand it better. For any type OLED or PLED, both the time. What is the long form of PLED? Chalo start.
Polymer light emitting diode.
And OLED is organic light emitting diode. And what is their essential condition? They should have conjugated. These are the conjugated polymer which are organic semiconductors. the two requirement like conducting polymer, they should be highly crystalline, they should have regular arrangement, they should have aromatic rings, they should have conjugation, etc. Like that here for OLED and for PLED, for both of them the essential condition is they are the conjugated polymer and they are the semiconductors, organic semiconductor. Now here the anode is there and here the cathode is there. This is the general arrangement I'm explaining, and then I will give the example of this. So you have to take the polymer layer in the form of sheet and you have to press it in one cathode and one anode. The anode as a condition should be transparent one and it is supported on a glass or plastic substrate. Glass or plastic substrate means substance. So we have a supporting glass or plastic structure on which we have a transparent anode, which is indium tin oxide. ITO stand for indium tin oxide, indium tin oxide. Then we have a polymer which is to be converted into OLED or PLED, and then we have a cathode. Cathode is usually aluminum, etc. What other examples are there? Here it is positive and here it is negative. Well, the mechanism is there when you apply the voltage, when you apply. So these are the cathode, they are either aluminum, calcium, magnesium. These are the either aluminum or calcium or magnesium. They are either aluminum, calcium or magnesium, and the anode is transparent and it is ITO. ITO stand for indium tin oxide. Now, what is the mechanism? One creates the positive hole and one creates the, as you can see, the anode is creating positive hole, whereas the cathode is creating electron. Cathode is generating, when the voltage is applied, the voltage value is given here. The voltage 2 to 10 voltage is applied. Then the cathode gives electron and anode start giving the hole. Hole is due to removal of electron, positive holes are formed and here they gives the electron. And when the voltage is up on application of voltage, then slowly steadily they will move towards cathode, slowly steadily they will come towards anode, and they combine together. The hole and the electron, they combine together to form a photon, and that time the light is emitted, and therefore the name is electroluminescent polymer. I'll explain it. Electroluminescent polymer. I'll explain it, the structure if you want it again, for the preparation of OLE as well as PLED. That is the organic light emitting diode or the polymer light emitting diode. The basic requirement for the structure is we should have the suitable substrate or the substance or the background should be there on which we have a transparent anode. Usually it is ITO, indium tin oxide. Then we have a polymer layer which is to be from which we want the light to be emitted, and then we have a cathode. Cathode usually made up of the aluminum, calcium and magnesium. It is not transparent. Anode is transparent, and when 2 to 10 voltage is applied, then slowly and steadily it will start giving holes and it will start giving the electron, and they move towards each other. It will move towards cathode and this will move towards anode, and on the way they combine with each other to form the photon, and the light is emitted in the form of photon, and that is why the name is electroluminescent polymer. कळले का सगळ्यांना का फास्ट झालेले? Explanation कळले का? Have you understood everyone?
Yes,
Say something. Say something. Yes. So this is the description. Whatever I have explained here, aluminum, calcium or magnesium is the cathode, and ITO is the anode, which is transparent one, which is the indium tin oxide. So this is the structure. Who will explain in short? Who gives the positive holes on application of 2 to 10 volt voltage? कोण पॉझिटिव्ह होल देतं?
Cathode.
एनोड. आणि इलेक्ट्रॉन कोण देतं?
Cathode.
हा, मग ते दोघं इलेक्ट्रॉन एनोड कडे यायला लागतात आणि हे कॅथोड कडे जायला लागतात आणि मध्येच एकमेकांना ते भेटतात आणि त्यांच्यापासून फोटॉन तयार होऊन लाईट एमिट केला जातो. सो ऍप्लिकेशन ऑफ इलेक्ट्रोल्युमिनेसंट पॉलिमर. By reading also you will come to know, because it is for flipped classroom. I am going to share everything. You'll read more about it and you will come to know. Then next type of specialty fiber is called as the fiber reinforced plastic, FRP. Everyone try to pronounce it. मनातल्या मनात म्हणा, fiber reinforced plastic, fiber reinforced plastic, fiber reinforced plastic. Initially, what to see before we will see what is fiber reinforced plastic, we will see what is polymer composite. So polymer composite is a mixture of polymer matrix. Polymer matrix means the raw mold, when all the constituent are mixed in proper proportion, that is called as polymer matrix. And when it is added, when polymer matrix and reinforcing material are added to improve the property of the polymer. So polymer matrix जेव्हा रॉ सिच्युएशन मध्ये सगळे रॉ कॉन्स्टिट्युएंट ऍड केलेले आहेत आणि ग्राउंड केलेत आणि मिक्स केलेले आहेत, त्याला म्हणायचं पॉलिमर मॅट्रिक्स. ऍट दॅट स्टेज इफ यू विल ऍड सम compound which are called as reinforcing material to improve certain properties. What are those properties? We'll see later. So these reinforcing materials are nothing but the various fibers like glass, etc. So when they are added to this polymer matrix, matrix म्हणजे एक लगदा तयार असतो रॉ मटेरियलचा. पॉलिमर अजून तयार व्हायचे, पण पॉलिमरचे सगळे कन्स्टिट्युएंट रॉ मटेरियल ग्राउंड केलेले असतात, मिक्स केलेले असतात प्रॉपर प्रपोर्शन. तर त्याच्यात रिइन्फोर्सिंग मटेरियल टाकलं तर रिझल्टंट पॉलिमरला म्हणायचं पॉलिमर कंपोजिट्स. सो हिअर वी हॅव द पॉलिमर मॅट्रिक्स जे मी सांगितलं ते, अँड हिअर इन द सेंटर वी हॅव द reinforcing material to improve certain property, and the junction of these two, the border of these two is called as the interfacial bonds. It is called as the interface or interfacial bond. The bond between the polymer matrix and the reinforcing material is called as interface or interfacial bond. And it affects the properties of the strength of this. If it is very strong, this bond is very strong, then the resultant polymer composite is very strong. So the property of the interface or interfacial bond will decide the property of the polymer composite. आपण अजून FRP काय आहे ते पाहिलं नाहीये. पहिले आपण पॉलिमर कंपोजिट पाहिले. पॉलिमर कंपोजिट इज नथिंग बट द मिक्सचर ऑफ द मॅट्रिक्स, म्हणजे रॉ मटेरियल जे पॉलिमरचं आहे ते सगळं अप्रोप्रिएट फॉर्म मध्ये घ्यायचं, अप्रोप्रिएट प्रपोर्शन मध्ये मिक्स देम, ग्राउंड देम टुगेदर, अँड देन add some reinforcing material to improve certain properties, which is called as secondary fiber also, or reinforced fiber also. And the interface between the border between them, the interconnection bond between them is called as interface, and the strength of the interface or the interfacial bond will decide the properties of the resultant पॉलिमर कंपोजिट. आताशी आपण पॉलिमर कंपोजिट पाहिले, नॉट FRP. आता आपण पाहणार आहोत व्हॉट इज FRP. So FRP is a plastic composite or the polymer composite which is made up of polymer matrix with reinforced fibers. त्याला फक्त आपण reinforced material म्हटलं होतं, आता आपल्याला फायबर्स हवेत. So that is the only difference between the earlier one and the present one. Earlier was polymer composite, in which we had a composite material in which we have a polymer matrix and mixed with polymer matrix mixed with the reinforced material. Now instead of reinforced material we have the fibers here. So fiber here the composite material which is there with the form from the matrix and the fiber. Fiber are the example they have given. The fiber of this, the characteristic of this fiber reinforced composite depends on the nature, orientation, and distribution of fibers. I will show in the next diagram the distribution of fiber. Nature of the polymer matrix. See here, these are the properties. Now, which fibers are used? Remember the names: glass, carbon, aramid, aluminium, asbestos, paper, wood fiber, etc. Remember all the examples of the fiber which are used as reinforced material or reinforced fiber. So when you add this to the polymer matrix, it is called as FRP. What is long form of FRP? Chalo, what is the long form of FRP? Fiber
Plastic.
reinforced.
Fiber
Fiber
reinforced
reinforced polymer.
Okay, so what are the fibers here? Fibers are, what are the example of fibers? Remember all: glass, carbon, wood fiber, asbestos, paper, aramid and aluminium. चला एकदा परत सगळ्यांनी करा. Which fibers are used generally? Glass, carbon, paper, wood, asbestos, aramid, aluminium. And the polymer matrix are generally nylon. They are the nylon, polyethylene, propylene, ABS, plastic, etc. Do you know anyone what is the long form of ABS? ABS, plastic. Butadiene styrene. B stand for butadiene, A stand for styrene. What is A stand for? It is a very familiar type of rubber, ABS rubber. Find out next lecture. You tell me what is ABS, because in the MCQ it may be asked. That time ABS may not be given to you. B stand for
acrylonitrile.
Acrylonitrile, butadiene, styrene, rubber. So that is there. So remember the examples of the reinforced fibers: the glass, carbon, asbestos, paper, wood, aramid, and aluminium. And commonly used polymer matrix are thermoplastic. Thermoplastic means which get softened on heating. Which get softened on heating. They are called as, they are the nylon, polyethylene, polypropylene, and ABS. They are thermosoftening, and thermosetting are the polyester, epoxy, and phenolic resin. Just remember all the example within 2 minutes. This is important for the MCQ question. Have you learned the examples? Thermoplastic means which gets softened on heating, and thermosetting means no effect of heat. So both are separate example. That is why I told you thermoplastic examples are nylon, polyethylene, polypropylene, ABS. And thermosetting, which does not get softened on heating, they are the polyester, epoxy resin, and phenolic resins. Resins are thermosetting: epoxy resin, phenolic resin, polyester, etc. And nylon, polyethylene, polypropylene, they are thermosoftening. That means they get softened on heating. So that is there. Now the next one we will see. A glass fiber reinforced polymer composite. How it is prepared, it is given. They use the glass fiber. What are the other types of fibers we have learned? Chalo, recall your memory. What are other types of
Carbon
fibers?
fibers.
carbon, glass, wood, paper, aluminium,
Aramid.
and one more is left,
Aramid.
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 Okay. So when the glass fiber are reinforced in the matrix, it is called as glass fiber reinforced polymer composite. These glass fibers are obtained by forcing glass melts through the spinnerets. Spinneret म्हणजे स्पिनरेट म्हणजे जाळी टाईप, ज्याला छोटे छोटे होल असतात. So स्पिनरेट स्पिनरेट्स म्हणजे मोठे जाळे, त्याचे होल्स लहान असतात, हॅव्हिंग स्मॉल होल्स अँड रॅपिडली पुलिंग अँड कुलिंग टू गेट फायबर. स्पिनरेट्स हिटिंग करत असताना हे जे स्पेसिफिक त्याचे एक्झाम्पल दाखवले, रॅपिडली पुलिंग अँड कुलिंग टू गेट फायबर्स, म्हणजे ते सॉलिड मास instead of getting a bunch of fibers, you should get every individual fiber as long as possible. That is why immediately they are pulled out and they are cooled to get the fiber. They are called as glass fiber reinforced polymer composite. If you want, you can see the structure and operation of spinneret on the Google. Now, what are the advantages of this glass fiber reinforced polymer composite? So they show the improved properties, advantages, that is the high tensile strength. As I have said you, high tensile strength, high dimensional stability, lower density and light in weight. They are light in weight, and one more common property, resistance to corrosion and chemicals. All polymers are light in weight. So excellent dimensional stability, then resistant to heat and electricity, and they are resistant to corrosion and attack by the chemicals. You can store the chemicals in the plastic polymeric bottle. They have low density, so high tensile strength, high dimensional stability, resistance to corrosion, and resistance to chemicals. These are the advantages or the properties. Instead of advantages, you say these are the properties, positive properties, and then these are the limitation. These are the limitations. Since polymer deteriorates. Deteriorates means what? Decomposes at high temperature. So it get converted into a molten mass. They show application in the limited temperature range. So at high temperature, you cannot use this type of reinforced polymer composite, because they become, they get on heating, they become semi-solid, semi-liquid. So they have limited application are there. They get on heating, they turn to a semi-solid, semi-liquid mass, and therefore they are limited temperature range application are there. Because and they get deteriorate, they get decomposed. त्याचे constituent आहे ते separate व्हायला लागतात. Since the material do not possess desired stiffness, त्यांचा stiffness पण कमी असतो, they cannot be employed to structural components. ते स्टिफ नसतात, इतर प्लास्टिक सारखे स्टिफ नसतात, थोडेफार ते फ्लेक्झिबल असतात, नॉट रिजिड वन, अँड दॅट इज वाय फॉर द स्ट्रक्चरल कंपोनंट्स ते वापरले जात नाही, लाईक कॉम्प्युटर, टेलिव्हिजन एटसेट्रा एटसेट्रा, वेअर वी हॅव सीन द ऍप्लिकेशन ऑफ द LCD एटसेट्रा. So we cannot use them because stiffness is not. These are the two limitation in their property. They disintegrate at high temperature, get decomposed at high temperature. Therefore, in a limited temperature range, they can be used. And moreover, the another limitation is they are not stiff, they are not rigid, little bit flexible they are there, and that is why they are not used in the structural component where the strength bearing capacity should be high. So that is their application. These are the application you have to remember: automobile parts, storage tanks, industrial flooring, plastic pipes, etc. Remember this application, automobile, and to reduce the vehicle weight and boost fuel efficiency. Now, why to reduce the vehicle? Because they are light in weight. These composites are light in weight, and one more application is that when they are added in the manufacturing process, their cost is less. They are used as fillers. their cost is less. So the plastic cost, the reinforced plastic cost is also less. And they are light in weight. Therefore, wherever they are used, that particular article becomes light in weight. So you get this application to reduce the vehicle mass of the vehicle, because they are light in weight because of that. So storage tank, you can imagine plasticचे storage tank तुम्ही पाहू शकतात. इंडस्ट्रियल फ्लोरिंग जे आहे ते खाली प्लास्टिक पाईप्स, पीव्हीसी पाईप्स टाईप जे असतात ते, and they are used in automobile to reduce the vehicle weight and boost the fuel efficiency. त्यांचं वेट कमी झाल्यावर the fuel efficiency, this is the observed fact. I do not know whether it is true or wrong, but it is mentioned in the literature. So the advantages as usual for all the polymer: high dimensional stability, high tensile strength, resistance to corrosion, resistance to chemicals, etc. Minimum, these are their advantages. Limitation for this glass fiber reinforced polymeric composite is that stiffness is less, so a structural component to bear the load, for that it is not used because stiffness is less. And another, it get decomposed on heating at high temperature, and therefore in a typical temperature range only they are useful. So what are these application? So they are used in the storage tanks, water tank, लॉफ्ट वर आपल्याकडे ज्या टँक्स असतात त्या त्याच्यापासून बनवल्या, प्लॅस्टिक पाईप, पीव्हीसी पाईप जे आहेत, इंडस्ट्रियल फ्लोरिंग, अँड टू रिड्यूस द व्हेकल मधले बरेचसे पार्ट प्लॅस्टिक टाईप असतात आजकाल, मेटॅलिक नाही आहेत, and to increase the fuel efficiency. Now then here aramid fiber reinforced. Second is the structure is aramid fiber. Yeah, this we have seen. Second is the carbon fiber reinforced polymer composite. These are the three example. Now here carbon fiber is used here, and these are certain examples are there. Excellent, again you see the properties that excellent resistant to corrosion is there. Then low density. Low density is also a common property. High temperature resistance. Unlike earlier, it has a high temperature resistance, so you can use it at high temperature. So carbon fiber reinforced polymer composite, where carbon fibers are used, and matrix use are epoxy or polyester resin. What are these type? Thermosoftening or thermosetting. Epoxy and polyester resin. Are they thermosoftening or thermosetting? Matrix.
Thermosetting.
Yeah. So if you will add carbon fiber to these thermosetting resins or thermosetting polymer composite matrix, then you get the carbon fibers are there. They have these properties: excellent resistance, dimensional stability, resistance to high temperature, low density, etc. And these are the application again, as I have told you, application of polymer, you are supposed to do it, but these are the application given. विंग्स, बॉडी स्टॅबिलायझर ऑफ एअरक्राफ्ट. तुम्ही पाहिलं असेल विमानाचे जे विंग्स असतात, मोठे मोठे पंख असतात, नंतर बॉडी जी असते ते स्टॅबिलायझर जे असतं ते या कार्बन फायबर रिइन्फोर्स्ड मटेरियल मध्ये वापरले, कारण त्याचं टेम्परेचर रेजिस्टन्स हाय आहे, त्याचे टेन्साईल स्ट्रेंथ हाय आहे, आणि करोजन रेजिस्टन्स आहे. देअरफोर एअरक्राफ्ट मध्ये पण वापरतात, ॲज वेल ॲज हेलिकॉप्टर मध्ये पण वापरतात, कारण इथे दोन्हीकडे temperature high असण्याचे chances जास्त आहेत. They are used in making sports goods like rockets, archery, racing bicycles, laptops, fishing rods. These are the sports, and these are the additional one: laptops, fishing rods, musical instrument, violin bows, guitar, etc. So these are there are many application of carbon fiber reinforced polymer composite, because they resist high temperature, they are resistant to corrosion, they have high tensile strength and low density. That is why they are light in weight. They are used in aircraft, windows are wings are there, body is there in helicopter. Also they are used. Also they are used in laptops, fishing rod, or for the sports goods they are used. Last type of the fiber in reinforced polymer is the aramid, where aramid fiber is the just excuse me, I will drink water. aramid fiber are used in the polymer matrix. And here polymer matrix again is a thermosetting, that is epoxy resin aramid fibers are added. Then again the same properties, need not remember different property: high tensile strength, high thermal stability, high corrosion and abrasion resistance, and high strength. These are the common properties everywhere. High tensile strength, high compression, resistant to heat, high temperature, heat, etc. Then low density also is there, which is not mentioned here. That is also the, and thermal stability, withstand very high temperature. Thermal stability means they are capable of withstanding very high temperature. Now, what are the limitation of this? They are susceptible to the degradation by acid and strong base. म्हणून जिथे जिथे आपल्याला ऍसिड किंवा बेस स्टोअर करायचे, केमिकल स्टोअर करायचे आहेत केमिस्ट्री लॅबमध्ये, तर तिथे आपण अॅरामिड फायबर रिइन्फोर्स्ड पॉलिमर वापरू शकत नाही, कारण ते डिग्रेड होतं, डिकम्पोज होतं, ते मेल्ट होतं, त्याच्यात डिझॉल्व्ह होतं. ते केमिकल जे पॉलिमर कंपोजिट आहे ते केमिकल बरोबर रिॲक्ट होऊन ते मेल्ट होतं, आणि दॅट इज वाय they are not used. Aramid fiber are classified. Now there are two types are there: short fiber reinforced composite and long fiber are there. Short fibers, they remember their properties. What is the difference between short fiber reinforced composite and long fiber? These are the types of aramid fiber reinforced polymer. This question will be for aramid type. So short fiber reinforced composite is a type of dash fiber reinforced polymer composite. So what is the answer? कार्बनचे कुठले टाइप होते का? यस.
No.
कार्बन फायबरचे कुठले होते का? त्याच्या आधी कुठलं फायबर पाहिलं आपण? हा, ग्लास फायबरचे कुठले टाइप होते का? यस. चला बोला पटकन.
No.
ग्लासचे होते का? नाही. मग कोणाचे आहेत? फक्त अॅरामिडचे आहेत. आणि कुठले आहे? शॉर्ट फायबर आणि लॉंग फायबर. एक मिनिट. ग्लास फायबर चे कार्बन फायबरचे कुठलेही टाइप नाहीये, प्रॉपर्टी सेम आहे, टेन्साइल स्ट्रेंथ. फक्त ग्लास फायबरला एकच हे होतं की हाय टेम्परेचर रेजिस्टन्स, हाय टेम्परेचरला ते डिकम्पोज व्हायचे, आणि दुसरं म्हणजे स्टिफनेस त्याचा कमी आहे. हे दोन लिमिटेशन होते. नंतर कार्बन फायबर आपण पाहिले टाइप, त्याच्यात आपण पाहिलेलं नाहीये. ऍप्लिकेशन वी हॅव सीन मेनी ऍप्लिकेशन्स आर देअर ऑफ कार्बन फायबर reinforced polymer composites such as aircraft, helicopter, etc. Sports material also they are there. Now aramid fiber, they are also again with the thermosetting polymer matrix like epoxy resin, etc. Epoxy resin aramid fibers are used. High strength, high dimensional stability, high thermal stability, resistance to here we will not say resistance to corrosion, because they get easily attacked by the acids and the chemicals. So for storage of chemicals you cannot use this. We have two types: short fiber and long fiber are there. They are capable of absorbing energy, so they show high compression strength and ductility. They have high surface area, toughness, strength, and the heat stability, wear resistance. The difference is short fiber, they have high surface area, toughness, strength, heat resistance, and wear resistance. Application, they are used in the automobile brakes and clutches. Short fiber are used in automobile brakes and clutches. Actually, this whole part is considered under application, but even then I am taking this. So automobile brakes and clutches, it is used in automobile brakes. They are heat resistance, wear resistance. Wear resistance म्हणजे फाटत नाहीत ते लवकर. Surface area त्याचा जास्त आहे, toughness आहे. And long fibers, they are capable of absorbing energy, so they show high compression strength and ductility. ते कॉम्प्रेस केले जातात. लॉंग फायबर जे आहे ते हीट ऍब्सॉर्ब करतात, त्यामुळे त्यांचं कॉम्प्रेशन होतं. कॉम्प्रेशन म्हणजे काय? इलॉंगेशन ऑर शॉर्टनिंग. व्हॉट इज कॉम्प्रेशन? Is it a elongation?
Shortening.
Shortening.
Yeah.
Short
That is possible by applying the heat because they absorb the energy. And here the automobile brakes and clutches, the applications are there. Here they are used in aircraft and helicopters. So aircraft and helicopter मध्ये कार्बन फायबर रिइन्फोर्स्ड प्लास्टिक पॉलिमर कंपोजिट यूज केलं जातं आणि लॉंग फायबर अरामिड रिइन्फोर्स्ड पॉलिमर कंपोजिट वापरलं जातं. एअरक्राफ्ट आणि हेलिकॉप्टर मध्ये दोन प्रकारचे रिइन्फोर्स्ड कंपोजिट वापरले जातात. एक म्हणजे aramid long fiber reinforced composite and another is carbon fiber reinforced composite. So now this is the next one. These are the references which are there. Ample of copies are available. Wrap up course outcome. Stern will be able to explain chemistry of polymers such as conducting polymer, liquid crystal polymer, electroluminescent polymer. जे लाईट देतात ते फोटॉन तयार होतात ते फायबर रिइन्फोर्स पॉलिमर्स के ज्याचे एअरक्राफ्ट हेलिकॉप्टर नंतर ब्रेक क्लचेस याच्यामध्ये ऑटोमोबाईल इंडस्ट्रीमध्ये खूप सारे ऍप्लिकेशन आहे. लाईट इन वेट आहे, व्हेकलचं वेट ते रिड्यूस करतं आणि फ्युएल एफिशियन्सी वाढवतं ते. आता पुढच्या लेक्चरला आपल्याला दिस इज द रॅप अप वॉट एव्हर वी हॅव सीन. Smectic, pneumatic, cholesteric, their structure. Conducting, we have two types, intrinsic, extrinsic. Then we have the, on the basis of structure, smectic, pneumatic and cholesteric, parallel as well as lateral arrangement, only parallel to certain extent. Here parallel, but in layer, the distance between the two layers is called as pitch. Then electroluminescent, an application of voltage, they give the light because when the voltage is applied, anode gives the volts and cathode gives the electron. When they are moving to opposite direction, they combine to form a photon and that is the light is given out. Then polymer composite are there to improve certain properties. Polymer matrix is mixed with reinforcing material and mostly we have studied the various type of fibers, that is the glass, carbon, aramid, aluminum, wood, paper, asbestos, etc. So that is there. Next time we have to see the application of polymer in construction industry, electronic industry, mechanical industry, that you have to study in the next lecture. Thank you. So this is our done. Now I will display the next one. Yes, anyone, any query? Okay, no query. Lecture 3. Again, we will continue and most of this part application, it is for self-study. So I will display it, you prepare it simultaneously and next time whenever we'll get time, but keep your slides ready. After Kevin will share the PPT, don't copy the same slides. Whatever your understanding is done, that accordingly you prepare a slide in a group of 5 students and group should be made in a according to the roll number. If any number is there left the admission, then take the next number in your group. So suppose your M division is roll number 1 to 5. So suppose roll number 3 has left the college, cancelled the admission. So in place of 3, you can take the roll number 6 on that place. But otherwise, no interchange, nothing is possible. This is called as flipped classroom. When the presentation will be notified to you centrally for all the divisions together, probably next week or next to next week. But just read the application of this. So specialty polymer, what we have done, the recap of that we have studied. Now this here, explain the chemistry. Again, these are the application used in construction, electronic, mechanical industry. Polymer recycling we are going to study and nanomaterial onward we are going to study. Up to this, you are going to study whatever is made in red, you are going to study on your own. So polymer used in construction, electronic and mechanical industry. It is for you. I will display it, each slide I'll display it. You ask me any queries. and if you will not understand anything, please ask me the question. Please feel free to ask me the question. So construction work means civil work, where you can use it with in construction work in the bridges, highways and expressways construction. So construction of the bridges, highways and expressways. Airstrip म्हणजे विमान जेव्हा सुरू होतं त्याच्या आधी तो थोडं चालत जातो, त्याला म्हणायचं एअरस्ट्रिप्स. हेलिपॅड्स, रेल्वे अँड अनपेव्ड रोड्स, याच्याकरता इथे या सगळ्या कन्स्ट्रक्शन मध्ये पॉलिमर कंपोजिट्स वापरले जातात. तर हे जे एक्झाम्पल दिलेले आहेत, तर तुम्ही जेव्हा प्रेझेंट कराल, हे ऍप्लिकेशन दिलेले आहेत, ते परत तुम्हाला लिहून उपयोग नाही. तर त्याच्यात नेमकं कुठलं वापरलं जातं, कार्बन फायबर रिइन्फोर्स्ड वापरलं जातं का, ग्लास फायबर रिइन्फोर्स्ड वापरलं जातं का, अॅरामिड फायबर रिइन्फोर्स्ड वापरलं जातं, कुठल्या टाईपचं वापरलं जातं, काय लिक्विड क्रिस्टल पॉलिमर वापरलं जातं का, ल्युमिनेसंट पॉलिमर वापरलं जातं, ते शोधून काढायचं. हे जे ऍप्लिकेशन दिलेत ते, दॅट इज वाय इट इज the building and construction industry uses a various varieties of building materials like metal, glass, wood, stone. Everything is known to you, nicely given it is, but plastic materials are becoming increasingly important. Why? Because they are light in weight and the cost is low. Because of these two reasons, they are used mostly. Even if something else is given, that also will accept. But main two reasons are there. The plastics are light in weight and they are very reasonable cost. Plastic is available in a reasonable cost. So, and they show the excellent color. We can give the plastic desirable color as per our life. In addition to that, we have also seen that they have a high tensile strength, high dimensional stability, low density, corrosion resistance, lightweight. Because of these properties, they are useful in the construction work. In the application of plastic include pipes and gutterings, window and door profiles. विंडोला आणि याला जे केस असते बनवलेली असते त्याच्यात प्लास्टिक आजकाल वापरलं जातं. रूफ मध्ये वापरलं जातं, सिलंट म्हणून वापरलं जातं, ऍडेझिव्ह म्हणून. तर आपल्या विंडो जे ग्लास असतात त्याच्यामध्ये जे सिलंट वापरलं जातं, सील करायकरता जे मटेरियल लाखेसारखं वापरलं जातं त्याला म्हणायचं सिलंट. ऍडेझिव्ह म्हणजे हे जे आहे सेलो ग्रिप वालं जे असतं ते ऍडेझिव्ह टाइप ऑफ मटेरियल, नाही का, दोन बोट एकमेकांना चिकटले की चिकटले, that is. Then insulation purpose, flooring purpose and for building panels. So polymer in construction mainly used in the bridges, highways, expressways, window panels, door profiles, roofing, as a sealant, as an adhesive, cement, insulation, flooring and building panels. Who will summarize this? Who will summarize this construction? Just now, whatever application are given, just list me 10 application which were there. Chalo, start. Someone on your own, fast. Chalo, someone on your own. Shruti, are you ready?
Yes, ma'am.
Huh?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay, chalo, 10 बताओ कौन कौन से breaches?
Ma'am, airstrips, then helicopters, construction, buildings, then
In construction, only bridges are there, expressways are there, highways are there. That comes in the construction, na? Huh?
yes, ma'am. Yes, ma'am.
Yeah, all that in the piping it is used. As adhesives they are used.
Adhesives, then in airstrips.
Okay. Polymers in,
Computers.
yeah, just write it down. So for presentation, but you have to write down specific name for bridges, which type of polymer mostly used and why polymer are used mostly nowadays in the construction work. Dimensional
The
strength will be 10.
high tensile strength, then low weight, low density, high dimensions, and they are
Stability
resistant to corrosion.
and low cost, reasonable cost. Why their cost is
Yes,
less? Because in preparation of plastic, that is not there in the syllabus, but some fillers are used. Fillers are used means the material which otherwise we will throw it out. म्हणजे जसं आपण कप बशी फुटली की त्याचे जे तुकडे असतात ते फेकून देतो. नंतर कार्पेंट्री वर्क मध्ये छोटे छोटे प्लायवूडचे जे पीसेस आहे, प्लायवूड किंवा वूडचे, तर हे सगळे मटेरियल प्लास्टिक तयार करताना फिलर म्हणून वापरतात. तर हे इझिली मटेरियल अवेलेबल असतं विथ अ लो कॉस्ट. हे जे फिलर आहे ते कचरा जमा करणारे जे लोक असतात ते 5 आणि 10 रुपये किलो त्यांना मिळतं, किंवा मे बी एक पोतं 100 रुपयाला मिळतं, आणि त्याच्यात ते 50 किलो प्लास्टिक तयार करू शकतात. अँड दॅट इज वाय द कॉस्ट ऑफ प्लास्टिक गोज डाऊन, बिकॉज the out of 100% whatever composition of the plastic is there, maybe 20% are the fillers, and 20% are the fillers means these are the products which otherwise we would have been thrown out, like the carpentry work, whatever is left out, the wood part or the furniture work, or the broken pieces of the chalk pieces by which we write on the board, that also are used. Then cup and saucer broken pieces, that are also used. So they are readily available. Even the broken bangles, they are also used. So these fillers are easily available with a low cost, so the cost of the plastic goes down, and we can give the desired color to them. So these are the application they have given in construction: piping and conduit. Conduit means electric fitting. Conduit means electric fitting. Write it down. Conduit. Conduit means electric fitting. Cladding purpose. Cladding means two metallic strips are there. In between that, you can apply the plastic sheet. So that is also sometimes used because of the strength. Cladding means two metallic strip you have to take, and in that you have to sandwich one layer of polymer, and you have to heat the mixture so that you get the cladded material that is there. And for insulation purpose, electrical application, piping and conduit. I have said that it is for electric purpose. It is used in केबलिंग, रेन वॉटर गुड्स, आपण जे हे घालतो ना, काय पावसात काय घालतो आपण, रेनसूट वगैरे, रेनकोट वगैरे, त्याच्यात नंतर पाईप्स फॉर सिवेज. सिवेजचे जे पाईप असतात ते हलक्या क्वालिटीचे असतात. ड्रेनेजचे पाईप, पोर्टेबल वॉटरचे पाईप जे असतात त्याचे जे आहेत पीव्हीसी, दे आर मेड फ्रॉम पीव्हीसी अँड पॉलिएथिलीन. हे जे सगळ्या प्रकारचे पाईप्स जे आहेत ते आपल्याला पॉलिमर पासून मिळतात. आणि केबल्स आहेत त्या कंडक्ट म्हणजे इलेक्ट्रिक फिटिंग करता ते वापरलं जातं. देन पॉलिव्हिनाइल क्लोराईड पाईप्स इथे दाखवलेले, त्याचं फॉर्मेशन दाखवलेले. विनाइल क्लोराईड मोनोमर आहे, त्याचं पॉलिमरायझेशन होऊन पॉलिव्हिनाइल क्लोराईड तयार होतं. What is the time? Oh, okay, we'll stop now because I have to share the attendance. Sorry, friends. I have to share that. You should have told me a bit too. Where is the attendance? Yeah. Next time you take care that you will give me at least in 2 minutes or 5 minutes before that. Now you send me the Kevin. You send me your mail ID. I will share all the PPTs today itself. You download them and send it to me and send it to your group. All PPT of chapter 1 as well as chapter 2. Start writing the attendance. Start giving the attendance.
Ma'am, it says that you have already responded.
already responded.
Yes, ma'am.
Ma'am, it's not.
No, how come? I have made it for M division.
Ma'am, you have given the previous link, I think.
Okay, I'll
last
check
lectures.
You just have
last
to allow
lecture I
us,
have
ma'am.
used this link.
Responded म्हणते ते.
Okay, so I will give this because that was not a problem with L division.
No, ma'am, you just have to admit us. Like, you have to give us the permission. give
by
attendance this time
same
as well.
link I can do that?
Yes, yes, ma'am. Yes, ma'am.
Okay, I will share. But where is that admit option? I have not seen.
By Google Form only, ma'am. You just have to click on Google Form from your device and you can approve us.
This is. I think I have come out from the Google. Is it?
No, ma'am. You have to. Okay, then you have to generate another link. It seems.
Ma'am, you have to turn on the option of the accepting responses.
Okay, no, I will come in, or otherwise, एक minute. Meeting. I will log in again, and I will give it to you, the same one. 1:30. No, end. It is saying end. Okay, one of you honestly give the attendance to me. I have come out. Sorry. I cannot join now after ending. Just I'm checking 1 minute whether I can join it. Yes. So in chat box, I will share another link. Just see whether you can. Is it the same link or different? Just check.
No, ma'am. It's
Same
the same link.
Where I should write, admit? Where should I write?
You might have the options right over the corner of right side.
Which right side? Okay, I will see. I'll
Yes,
check. I have opened the link. No, it is not.
Ma'am, just create a new link.
Huh?
You can also
Just
create a new link, ma'am.
Okay. But where is my this thing? Okay, no, it here na. Okay, I'll send another link. I will check whether it works. Another link for attendance. Share. Attendance.
हेलो मैम.
हाँ, yes.
मैम मैंने पार्टिसिपेंट्स का स्क्रीनशॉट ले लिया है. मैं आपको अटेंडेंस भेज दूंगा.
क्या?
पार्टिसिपेंट्स का स्क्रीनशॉट ले लिया है मैंने. आपको अटेंडेंस में भेज दूंगा.
ठीक है बेटा, इमीडिएटली भेज दो. हाँ.
यस मैम.
Okay, thank you. I'll leave the meeting.